Welcome if you're new, or welcome back to my channel. So today is Operation Day. Like, it's Operation Day? What? Really? Like, that's gone really quick. My appointment is at 7 o'clock and it's 6:30, so what time? So yeah, I'm kind of hasn't really hit me yet, but still, like, now that I'm not driving there, but now that I'm on the way there, it's kind of like slowly like creeping onto me, if that makes sense. It'll probably hit me when I'm on the bed, and then they probably put me on the IV or whatever. So yeah, oh my god. They'll knock you out. Yeah, they'll knock me out dead. I'm checking. But also, you're probably wondering about my voice. I've lost it on Sunday night when I went clubbing. So it's coming back. I was literally so bad on Monday and Tuesday, but still, like, I can't sing, I can't do anything with that. So yeah, love my life. As well, I've had to cover up all my piercings and put tape all over them, because of course that's not allowed really in there, and I'll be having to take all my glasses off, of course, when I go in there. And oh, look at that sun go, look at that. Oh, it's blinding. Okay, so the preparation for the operation is no food after midnight last night. So that includes no snacks, and the last meal you could have had was midnight. I could only have a glass of water or clear fluids before the operation. So this morning I just had some water. You had the choice to have like black tea or whatever. Also, I bought like a little bag with me with my pajamas in there, some slippers, and my cappottoio, which is basically a nightgown in Italian. Literally, it wouldn't come to me, so I just thought I'd say it in Italian, you know. But yeah, so like just some little necessities just in case, because of course maybe afterwards when I wake up, I've got 2 hours there that I'm allowed to stay there for. So if I get cold, I can just wear it. Oh, my voice cracked. Okay, so it's a lot later on now. It's 10:42. Okay. So basically, we've been having to wait in the waiting area for our slot, like I said before, and I'm the last one on the whole slot this morning. So we've just been waiting in the waiting area and stuff. I can't eat, can't do anything. So I've literally just been on my phone, looking at Instagram, chilling and stuff. I've sorted out all the paperwork. I found out what the process is going to be, and what I have to do, like for the aftercare afterwards and all that stuff. So it's horrible waiting here and not being able to do anything. It's like nerve-wracking, isn't it? But it's nearly soon anyway. Well, I'm meant to be going up now at 11 to get like changed into the nightgown and everything. Also got a little wristband as well to show that I've been at the hospital, and then I'll show you as well later the gown that I have to wear, and then I've got to wear these socks as well. So, you know, fashion icon I am.
One eternity later.
I can't even drink water. Like, okay. So I've just come out of surgery, and right now my throat is literally killing me, because they had to put a tube through my throat so then I could breathe oxygen. I'm so spaced out right now. But I got in there around like 12ish, I would say. Did you say 12 now?
11:30.
11:30. All dressed and ready and stuff. They brought me upstairs, and we went to the anaesthetic room, where basically I had to lie down, where they put a blanket over me, basically put the what's it called?
Anaesthesia.
Sorry, thank you. They put the anaesthesia through. Well,
The IV.
they put the needle in with the IV first, with all the medication. And then while they were doing that, they were just talking to me and trying to get me to talk and stuff. And then from there, they put some oxygen on my mask, my face, sorry. And then as they were talking to me, I didn't even notice, and they put anaesthesia in, and they told me to start counting down from 10. And I probably got to about 8, right, Mama?
Yeah.
I literally two counts and I was gone. And then from there, I literally don't remember anything whatsoever. What I remember is then waking up in another room, and there was this nurse there next to me asking me how I'm feeling, and I was really spaced out. Like, I literally, like, I don't remember where I was and everything. And asking her if it was okay and if it went good and stuff, and she said it went all fine. I had such a wet throat as well when I woke up and stuff. And as I was there or whatever, she was giving me water and stuff, but the water kept going through my nose, which was really bad. So I kept coughing it all up. So I was drinking water, but coming through my nose, it started bleeding everywhere. So that wasn't good either, really. As well, I was getting really bad low blood pressure, so they had to put me up, my feet up high, and I was just laying there with my eyes closed, and like I kept coming in and out of sleep, to be honest, while I was there. But after a while I was there and stuff, then they brought me to the
Recovery.
Brought me to the recovery room now, so I'm here just having a ice cream, of water, and now just finally getting myself back together a little bit more, finding my bearings and stuff. And as you probably see, I've got this massive tampon on, which looks beautiful. And as well, I've got some stitches on top of my nose from where they had to put extra skin so that they could put it up higher. So I've got that to have as well, and then I'll probably have a checkup now in a week's time. So that's pretty much like what's happened at the moment anyway. So yeah. Ignore how I'm speaking right now. Like, I'm all blocked up with everything. But I'm so happy to have ice cream. Oh, this is good. Just what the doctors ordered. I look so good, don't I? This ice cream's good. Oh. It helps with my sore throat because I've got a really bad throat, where they would put like a tube down my throat so I could breathe. And this feels so good, it helps soothe it.
Enjoy. Love you.
Love you too. What do I look like, ma'am?
You're beautiful, you're a superstar.
I know, I feel like $1,000,000 right now.
You are.
So we just currently left the hospital. Yeah, sorry, I'm still not kind of with it. We just left the hospital, and it's legit been 12 hours that we were there, like over 12 hours. It's now 7:43 p.m. and we got there at 7 o'clock this morning. So legit been there for 12 hours. I am feeling a bit better than how I was at the beginning, because I'm now on like paracetamol, strong paracetamol, so it's starting to like affect me now a little bit. But still, I feel like my nose is like so heavy and like really blocked and runny with like blood and stuff. And then my eyes still feel quite heavy from the anaesthetic. But other than that, my sore throat's got much better. It's not hurting now, which is good. So it's just the nose. But the paracetamol and the tablets are helping to like get on with the pain, if that makes sense. Also, as a little treat, and my mum promised me that she was going to take me to McDonald's after the operation, so that's where we're going now. to a nice little McDonald's dinner. Literally, like, I was dreaming about it, you know, the operation when I was asleep, put down to sleep. I was dreaming about McDonald's. So I'll probably have it that. And yeah, that like kind of concludes tonight, to be honest. I'll probably have my McDonald's, just go home, just sit on the couch, probably watch some TV.
More paracetamol.
More paracetamol, that's it. And then probably fall asleep and go to bed. And then we'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. I am so high. I am so high. This is literally me right now. I am so high. This song is like such a good resemblance to me right now.
A2.
Oh my god, hey guys. I literally can't fall asleep. It's like 6 o'clock right now. And my parents are awake with me in their room. Say hi, guys.
Hi guys. Hi guys. Yeah, we're here all awake.
Yeah, the Nicastro family's awake. Bless them, they've been helping me out big time, giving me medicine and waking me up. But it's so hard, like, trying to breathe while you're sleeping, because I'm quite a sleeper with my nose, and of course that this does not help at all. So trying to breathe with my mouth open and trying to fall asleep is not a good idea. And as well, every time I'm dreaming about stuff, I keep dreaming about helping other people with a deviated septum. Really strange, I don't know why. But like, because I basically work at Boots as well. So I feel like at the moment I'm dreaming about people coming into Boots to buy medicine and stuff. For people that have a deviated septum, to help out with a deviated septum. It's really strange. Like, it's probably still an anaesthetic, probably, but it's just so crazy. But yeah, I'm feeling a bit better. I've taken paracetamol a little bit, so, but the bleeding has stopped as well, so that's good. But I can't fall asleep, so I'll probably be awake a little bit and then I might fall asleep later on. So here is a little hospital haul, because I know everyone is so dying to see it. These are the antibiotics that I'm taking at the moment. I have to take for a whole week. And I'll just show you how big they are. They're literally massive. Like, talk about having to take huge tablets like this. Like, these are literally like massive. It's insane how big they are. So I need to take these like 3 times a day for a whole week. And basically this is just to like prevent me getting any infections and in my nose and all that stuff. Then I've got the trusty Lloyd's Pharmacy paracetamol, you know, because this is helping me out as well. I can take it together at the same time, helping me out with the pain. Then I got, you know, the trusty Primark 50 argan oil oval pads. This is basically because I'm doing this saline rinse thing, so this is like for me to like help get all the excess off my nose. This is an antibiotic cream, you know, every influencer has it, you know. You know, 10 out of 10 would highly recommend. But this is like the antibiotic cream, and this is just to prevent any infections as well. And I just got to put it inside my nostrils, which is fun. Lastly, I've got this saline solution thing that is basically like this. I don't know how you explain it, like in little bottles. I use 2 a day, one in the morning and one at night time, and this is basically what goes in my nose. And I use like this, one of the syringes, the squirt, like, ooh, oh, I hate that word. So basically put it in my nose and it just rinses it out, because of course I can't blow my nose, or can't do anything like that. So this just basically takes all like the mucus and what's like horrible stuff out of my nose. And then once I've done that, then I have to put this cream on. And that's basically my little haul, you know, 10 out of 10 would highly recommend. You know, this is perfect for the fall. What a mood. Hey, hit that whoa. Hey. Ah, FaceTime's my best friend. Say hi.
Hi! Oh my god!
Literally, she's cheering me up currently while I'm recovering, you know.
Recovering from laughing too much.
Yeah, literally. Thing is, I can't even laugh properly because like it hurts so much. My mum knows the best way to cheer me up. Hey.
Hello there.
This is legit like the best get better soon present for my mum. She just came back from work. She's an air hostess and she literally just come home to surprise me with the Burger King. How cute is that? Like the best way to surprise me. Okay, so it's the 6th of September 2019 and right now we're going to, well, we're on our way to go to the hospital for our 1 week checkup to see how it is and see what the doctor will say about it all and see if it's okay, if I can take out all the stitches, if it's still like, if it's still raw or whatever inside. So she'll just tell us and let me know what's gonna happen now.
If you're busted or not.
If I'm busted, wow, okay. I'm busty crusty.
So that's exactly a week after your operation, right?
Well, I had my operation on Thursday, so it's a little bit over a week now.
Yeah.
But still. So yeah, got a busty crusty nose like my mum just said. Can't wait for this thing to come off and then hopefully for the stitches to come out because they are so annoying. Like I can't even wash my face at the moment. For the past week I've been having to use like a wet cloth to like wash my face, so I can't. It feels like, you know, like when you do like the wax strips, not wax strips, but the pore strips where you have it on your nose. That's what I feel like. I'm going around with like a pore strip on my nose.
And
so
you can't laugh.
well, yeah. Hey guys, so it's been over a week now since I've had my operation on my deviated septum, and I just thought I would record the whole recovery process of it because I know when I was searching up for videos on here, no one actually recorded their recovery, so I just thought it would be great for you guys to see how the whole process is, and when I'm older for me just to see it and just to look back on it and say like, oh wow, I was so nervous, like I can't believe I got so nervous about it. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason. I've also been actually getting a lot of questions why I got the operation done and what was the reason behind it. But basically, since I was younger, like, well, since I can remember actually, I've always been suffering really badly with headaches. And when I was 10 or 9, I don't remember exactly, they actually told me I was suffering, well, I had deviated septum. And they told me about the whole operation process of it all, but my parents were not keen really about it and they decided for me not to go forward with it because I was young and they were hoping that maybe I could grow out of it when I was older. So we didn't really think about it, nothing really went forth about that operation until actually this year, because my headaches came back much stronger this year and it was really badly severe. So this year when I went to the ENT doctor and when she did the nose check, she actually realised I had a deviated septum and told me how I should be getting an operation done for it. And the doctor then explained the whole process to my mum and I, and we had like a long chat about it, my parents and I, about the whole process of it, if it's worth me getting it done. And it just made me think, well, it's 2 doctors saying that to me, not just one, so I think there is a reason why they're saying, like, there is a reason, like I need to get it done kind of thing. We went forward with it, and what happened was before the actual operation we had a pre-assessment with a nurse. So we just went to this, we went to East Surrey Hospital, we just went there, they had like a whole questionnaire I had to fill out and just talk to the doctors if I have any problems or anything like that. So the nurse just explained the whole operation to my mum and I, and just so we could have a little bit of like understanding of what's going to happen. And it was actually fairly quickly how long the waiting time was, because my ENT appointment was actually in June-ish and I just got my operation done at the end of August, so it was not a long wait at all, and especially with like NHS it was quite fairly quickly, which is really good. And it worked perfectly with college as well, so it was happening before I go to college and I'm not missing anything more of college, so that all worked out perfectly. So basically that was pretty much the whole process before it. There's nothing really much to it other than that. Also, another reason why I actually got the operation done is because I've always felt that my breathing's always on one side, because my deviated septum is only on one side, on my left hand side. So basically I've always, like, whenever I have colds or whenever I feel really stuffy, I'm always more blocked on one side than the other, which is really weird and strange. but like even sometimes when I'm just normal and it's clear, whatever, I'm always still feel a bit more stuffier on one side than the other. And it's also really affected me with singing and talking normal. I'm always quite nasally, and it's all normally up here, like muffled, if that makes sense. So that's basically the whole reason why I got the operation done, for me to help me out with my breathing, for helping out with being less nasally, and just that's kind of like the general idea of it. Well, basically with the whole operation, it's so stuffy with your nose, like you can't breathe from your nose whatsoever. So I had to eat and sleep with my mouth being opened, which is horrible because I'm such a nose, like, I don't know, I'm such a nose person. Like whenever I'm sleeping, whenever I'm eating, I'm always using my nose. So I struggled really hard with that. Like I was like waking up at night time with a really bad dry mouth. When I was trying to eat, I was always like out of breath. I couldn't breathe whatsoever because it was like trying to eat like with your mouth opened and trying to breathe at the same time when you're trying to eat, and it's like it couldn't work. So that was really hard, but it actually kind of got better after the first day, because then the first day it was bleeding and I was still quite like tired and all that stuff. I didn't do a lot on that first day, like the day after basically. But then the following day after that, on the Saturday, I actually was so much better. My nose started, like the bleeding stopped, but I'm still in a lot of pain with my nose and like the inside and all that stuff. So basically that's kind of like the whole process of it. Then just day by day it just got better, and I was starting to breathe a little bit more now on my nose. For example, now a week after, my nose is still a bit crusty inside and it's still really sore, like in the inside and here on the outside, because as well I had stitches. They had to put some tissue on my left hand side of my nose, which led to me having stitches. So they've taken off the stitches now, but I've still got like a little, I don't know if you'll see it, it's like a little spot, like a little, yeah, like a little dot basically. So still really sore on the outside. And then here at the bottom, like this was the worst part, like this, like the bridge between the two sides, if that makes any sense. That was literally like the worst part. That still hurts now. I still can't sneeze, I still can't blow my nose, but now I can start putting some makeup on it, and it's kind of getting there in the end. Like I can start putting some makeup on it, I can look a bit more presentable, I can start trying to go out now a little bit. But still I've got to be careful. I don't want it to be knocked. I don't want it to, I can't do any physical activity actually for the next 2 weeks, because or else it would just start bleeding, and then I can just basically like hurt it, if that makes sense. Lastly, before I wrap up this video, I just want to say, if you are getting this operation done, the septoplasty operation, or anything related to it, I'm just going to give a bit of like tips or like maybe things that I would recommend for you guys to do if you're getting it done. So number one is get plenty of sleep before the day before, because I actually stayed up pretty late that night and I had to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning that morning. So that wasn't really good. I know I was going to be sleeping that whole day anyway, but I would say get plenty of sleep beforehand. You'll just feel much better about yourself and feel more prepared with it all. The second thing I would say that I would recommend is to actually bring a little backpack with you, and because I bought one, and in the backpack I actually bought a dressing gown, my sliders, and basically like some slippers or whatever. I just bought my sliders, and I bought some like thick socks for me. What else did I bring? I bought a pyjama with me just in case if I was staying there overnight, but luckily I wasn't. I'm actually so happy that I actually brought my sliders and my dressing gown with me, because I actually had to walk from downstairs where the waiting room was. I had to walk in the hospital gown all the way upstairs to the theatre. So, and there was other patients there as well. So I just felt more comfortable wearing a dressing gown on top of it, if that makes sense. because of course it's a bit open back behind and all that stuff, and that's quite cheeky, you know, that I'm not about that life. So I just thought like a dressing gown and some slippers, because I didn't want to wear my trainers either. It was just like comfy, and I don't know, you just kind of felt a bit more homey, if that makes sense. So it just felt better wearing that. That's what I'd say put in a bag as well. Luckily for me, because when I finished, when I came out the hospital, it was night time, so it was dark. But I would say if you do get the operation done in the morning and you're leaving in the morning, I would say bring a hat with you, because I know if it does get really bright and it's sunny or whatever, and you have to drive maybe a long way or whatever, and then all the sun, it can maybe get you a headache even more. It will just help you out basically. It won't give you a headache, that's what I'm trying to say. Also as well, maybe if you're in the car, because luckily for me I brought a pillow with me. So what you can do is bring one of the shoulder pillows with you, just to keep your head straight, because of course you don't want to have your head like falling around or whatever, just to keep it all straight and centered. So that's another thing I would recommend. Lastly, one last thing I would say is, before you leave, I would say prepare your bed, prepare your room, put, I don't know, your pajama on, ready for your bed. Because when you get home after the operation, you're going to be tired, you're going to like feel discombobulated. That's the word, right? I'm trying to use a fancy word. Discombobulated. Okay, yeah. You won't feel up to cleaning your room, basically. You won't feel up to finding your pyjama somewhere. So just get it all ready for you, so then when you get home, you can just put it on and go to sleep. Just makes your life easier, basically. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to wrap it up now. But I hope you enjoyed to see the whole process of it and to see how it all works. If you did, please give this a massive thumbs up and subscribe to me down below if you want to see more videos from me, because I know you want to. You want to see this girl. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Get down, get down, get down. Jewels in your crown and your face looks sound. New man and he's showing you around. Trying to get a wish, girl, I'm throwing you a pound. Diamonds in the palm, one blonde, one brown. Been a proud man since New York town.